BuJo. BuJo is a kind of like an invented word. It meant basically here you have two kind of BuJo. One is owned by you or basically created by you or shared with you. Uh, BuJo you can interpret it as like a folder. A BuJo can be a folder for notes, also can be a project for tasks. Basically, you need some kind of grouping, right? To group your stuff, and then you can also have some hierarchical. If you want to like move the holiday inside the ledger, I mean, you can have like a child BuJo like that, or if I want to move it out like this, yeah. So you can create your own BuJo like here. You can choose. You have three choices. One is to do as for tasks, and here also you can, if I only want to keep a note like write diary, the note for myself, yeah, you can create a notebook. And the ledger is for let's say I have three friends and we go out on a trip, we want to create a ledger to keep track of the spending we have, or later we can split the bill or something, right? So if you, let's say we create a to do and we call it tasks, okay? So you can enter a description if you like, our tasks, okay? So you can select the group. So I will just use default, so this is myself. So let me do that, and then here only myself, right? So now you have a BuJo. Now you can create the tasks. Okay, also you can delete it. Okay, here I'm gonna delete it because I'm not gonna use it. And then when you back to this BuJo page, you can actually show the flattened version of all your BuJo. If you want someone share with you like a BuJo, you can also like once you add someone into the group, like the other people will see it like this. It will appear in your shared BuJo. You just need to like include someone. Let's say if I have this full stack project BuJo, we have 27 people. So all the people here, this full stack project BuJo will show in their shared BuJo. Try it. So here also inside the BuJo you can edit the description, or you can like show complete tasks. So if you complete task, it will show it here. And also you can like if you click someone like head, so it will show who is assigned to. Also, actually, I can give you a better example here. Actually, this BuJo. Let's say if we click this guy, and we can, if you click, it bring up a task assigned to this guy, right? And also you can show like by ordering. This is ordered by the due time. Let's say this task is due on August 17, and this task is due on August 31, right? So if you select this month, because note that some task doesn't have a due time or due date, right? So if you have a time range, those tasks will be gone, right? But if you clear the field start time and time, they will appear, okay? Because some tasks we didn't set up a special like a due time, due date. Sometimes you don't have that, right? Also, you can like do a batch operation, like you can select all and you can complete all or delete all. I'm not gonna delete this, or you can unclick all, right? Okay. So next, if you have a BuJo, you can offer like a to-do type. You can do create a new task here. I'm not gonna demo this here. Also, you can check by status. So here, because our task has status, right? So you can see we have several. This three doesn't have a status. So if I feel okay, this one is ready, we can drag it to here, right? Okay, so it will change the status. So, and also you can here you can go back to the BuJo page, right? Also, I mentioned like you can have like a type like a note, right? Also, I forgot to mention you can also like make it hierarchical, like make this a child, or take it out like this. You can actually do several layer. I mean, not just you can like keep building this, right? So you are building this like okay, now I'm gonna take it out, and you can drag it out. Okay, so you can basically change the order. You can also like if you click this button, it actually show you like by the time range, because every node have a creation time, right? You can also like select or do the batch operation, and also you can click on the people. Here only I have only myself, right? Maybe here okay, for this node I only have myself. If you click created by someone, it only shows myself. But for tasks, right, like if you click some people, and it will show assign to it, because this is the assignee, so it will filter on the user. And for ledger, we mentioned, right, so you basically have some kind of like you keep track of every transaction, right? And let's say here we have the data is not much, but you can tell like you can filter by pair. Here only have one pair, and you can filter by the label. Here you can have like a different label, right? If I add one more, let's add a new transaction. Okay, actually let me go to the group. Let me change the group to be like other people. So we have other people. Let's say we change this to be this one. Now I have 9 people, right? Now I have 9 people, so I can create one. Let's say I can assign to, let's say, this guy. This is the pair. Let's say this is for like fruit. Okay, let's say it's expense, and take like $10, and you have to select date. Let's say today. We can okay, we just skip the label. Let's give a label, maybe favorite. Okay, if you want to add a different label, you can create it on the label page, right? So okay, so if you check this out, if we check income and for the expense, we actually only have one label. Let's add one more. Okay, let's give it to another guy. Let's call it like a restaurant, and let's say this is $15 expense, and today. Okay, let's also use a different let's call it, just call it utility. Okay, just for demonstration, right? So here the favorite take like 40%, and the utility label, this is by label. Okay, this is by label here, and for the income you have this, and if we click this is by pair, so you can see different people. Let's look at the expense, right? So you can see like different people how much percent, right? Because income for the income is 100%. We can actually create one more. Let's change it to be income. Okay, let's call it the reward or something like that. Let's say $11, and maybe in the past. Okay, create one here. So now we have this different nice diagram, like this guy paid 20%, and I have like 80%, right? Also, if you show it on the timeline, let's say we want to have the whole range. Let's say if it's weekly, then it will show like because we have like a different week. So because here you can select the monthly, weekly. Let's make it bigger. Let's say bigger range. Let's say here. So we have several different weeks, right? So it shows the data. And also if you show monthly, we have for August and July, right? So it would be 2 months. If you show the yearly, you only have 1 year, right? 1 year, so it is one data point, and it shows your the net balance for your expense, so you can check it out, right? So it's very handy when you want to like split the bill or something, like it'll be straightforward, like how much people spend. Okay, so so that's why you want to have 3 kind of BuJo, right? Because for tasks you want to create for to do type, right? And for node it's much simpler. You just need a this kind of BuJo. And for ledger, because we want to show this kind of graph and data statistics for you, right? So you want to create a ledger BuJo to track those. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.